God's beat maker.
And I don't know. I will put a light in the sky for the G's that done turn memory from go. Blessings we send to the ghetto youth them.
Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. This is the JR Wisdom channel. Once again, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. And if this is your first time checking out one of my videos, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button along with the bell. That way you receive all the notifications for all of my future videos. So with that being said, guys, let's jump right into it. So today I'm talking about a topic that is fairly common within the manosphere. And this is something that we need to be teaching our men of all ages, from our boys all the way up to older. You know, you need to be a gentleman, but just realize, don't cross that line where you go into simping to the point of being a nice guy. And the clip I'm about to share with you guys, it went viral. It's this girl off TikTok. She just made a video and she just basically goes into why she doesn't like nice guys, and she gets into the whole thing about masculine, feminine energy, which this is a huge talking point that people discuss about masculine and feminine, but it is true to a certain extent, but I just think people use it too much. So with that being said, let's jump right into the clip, guys.
About this, let me know what y'all think. But there has been times where I will be talking to a man and I won't be feeling it, and people will be like, why? And I'll be like, he's just too nice. And people will look at me like I'm stupid. They'll be like, what do you mean he's too nice? Like, you want somebody mean? And I figured it out. It's not that I want somebody mean. It's just what I'm looking for in a man is masculine energy that is dominant over my masculine energy, so it can bring out my feminine energy. Does that make sense? Like, if I feel like I have more masculine energy than you do, then I feel like you can't really be dominant.
So I'm not here to beat up on the young lady at all. That's not my thing. But basically what she's trying to articulate is there's nothing else about this guy. He's over pursued. He's showing all his cards. And there's basically no challenge. She can have him morning, noon, night, anytime. He's there. He doesn't have much going on. He's just too nice. Anything that she says, he does. So when she starts talking about the whole, he needs to be more masculine than me, basically you need to have a life of your own and not pursuing a woman all the time. Women will argue with you. That's why you should never take advice from women when it comes to stuff like this. Because at the end of the day, women don't even know what they want. You see how she's describing it. She's trying to say needs to be more masculine. When she's saying that, she's basically saying this is him chasing her instead of it being the other way around. Once a woman feels like she has you in the palm of her hand, she loses all attraction for you. This goes for relationships, marriages, things like that. That desire is gone. Women want what they can't have. They want a man who has something going on. A woman needs to be messed up over you, like mentally messed up over you. And you're like, some women are like, that's narcissistic. This is like some dark psychology stuff. No, for a woman to really be into you, she should be full-fledged chasing you. You know, it shouldn't be something where you're constantly calling, what are you doing? Calling her phone, checking in with her. She feels like she's losing her freedom, which is what is happening with a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys are nice guys, but you're too nice. It's a wicked game out here, fellas. You have to understand that. It's a wicked game out here. You're thinking this is just the way women are wired. This is true. You got masculine, you have feminine energy. Women are just wired this way. Women aren't wired to be like, okay. Now, as they get older, you know, things change. Because the lights dim down, they don't have as many pursuers. They've lived their life, and unfortunately, the pursuers aren't as much, so they may tend to settle or take what they can get. But when a woman's young, she doesn't want to feel like she's losing her freedom. She wants to feel like this man, I can't have him anytime I want. I feel like when I'm in his presence, I don't know when the next time I'll get it. You have to be like a drug, basically, is what I'm saying. You have to be like a drug. When they say nice guys finish last, they finish last. You can be a good dude, but you don't over pursue. When you start acting feminine, asking her where she's at, you know, checking up on her, things that women typically do when you're not around, or she wants to know where you're at and things like that. That's when you have her. A woman has to feel like you're better than her for things to work, if that makes any sense to you guys. I know women are watching this and like, woman has to feel like you're better than her, and she hates the fact that she feels like you're better than her because she's so messed up about it, but she loves it at the same time, that she feels this way about you. You don't do everything that she wants. You do your own thing as a man. You don't bend to her whim. You don't show up when, you know, anytime at her beck and call and things like that. You don't do that. And that's kind of like what this girl is getting at. She's probably dealing with these dudes because I think she's like a singer or whatever. She's a pretty young lady. She's probably dealing with dudes. Everything is cool initially. Then they show their cards and she may not return their phone call, and then they just come back because they don't have a lot going on. They have that fear. And when they do that, she just loses all interest. So you have to make her this is ghosting 101 in a nutshell. You know, you have to let I've had so many dudes say, I'm not about to do that. I can't let her do. You have to let her do her thing. You have to let a woman do her thing. You have to let a woman be free. You have to let her handle her business. You don't check up on her, none of that stuff. None of that stuff. Especially when if you're not even in a relationship, you still have to let a woman have her freedom. You guys are with women a lot of times in relationships, and you may be busy at work. She's constantly blowing up your phone. It's not an emergency. She just wants to talk to you. Constantly ask what you're doing, constantly calling you because you're not paying her that much attention. So she's seeking it out because she's always thinking something's wrong. She's thinking about what you're thinking. She's thinking about what's on your mind. That's how you should have women. Nice guys basically are showering women with gifts, basically complimenting her consistently, things like that. Man, you can't, it's cool to do that when you're in her presence. But outside of that, she has to earn that. She has to crave that. If you're in a relationship, that's different, but you still have to use experience sparingly. So I just wanted to do this video to kind of explain this. She's a younger girl, obviously, and she's trying to explain it the best she can. And some dudes are probably like, yeah, something's wrong. I mean, she's speaking the truth at the end of the day. As crazy and as dysfunctional as it sounds, that's how it is. You have to know how to play the game. And that's that. Once you know the rules to the game and how to conduct yourself as a man, and I'm not getting on all that purpose. Do you as a man, you keep moving, you keep going towards what it is that you're doing. If you choose to spend time, you choose to pursue a woman, you pursue it, but you still, everything, your life comes first. And that's what women find attractive. The fact that you're not all chasing behind her like a little toddler, you know, that's nagging her. And she's like, you know, a lot of parents, you know, getting tired of their kid nagging them when they go from one room to the next. That's kind of like how she sees you. And that's when she loses all interest in you. And this is where the ghosting starts. So with that being said, man, I hope that wasn't too much. And I hope I wasn't long-winded. But I just want to get this out to a lot of you guys so that you understand, so you don't make these mistakes. Many of us aren't taught this. I know I wasn't taught it. I had to learn the hard way. But life goes on. You live and you learn. So with that being said, like I said, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you want to book a one-on-one with yours truly, hit me up on Calendly for any advice and things like that, to book a consultation. If you haven't picked up my books yet, you know, I've written several books, several guides on personal finance and law of attraction and things like that. Click the link in the description to go to my site at jrosswriting.com. If you guys haven't subscribed to my new YouTube channel, check me out. The link is in the description. The Hustler's Apprentice is about basically hustling, entrepreneurship, finances, credit, things like that. Hit me up on there to, you know, learn more about that as well. And with that being said, if you got any topics you'd like me to discuss, or let me know your thoughts on this situation and experiences, I would greatly appreciate it below. Leave it in the comments. And with that being said, peace be upon you and the mercy and blessings of the Almighty. And I will see you guys on the next one. I'm out. Peace.